Hello chickens, how are we all today? It is a lovely Tuesday. It's really early and time for a little crafting video. I thought I'd get this done before the busyness of the day consumes me, which it does on a regular basis. So I'm here to share with you a lovely little project, and because I haven't done this for a while and I'm having a little bit of withdrawals, I thought I'd do an envelope project today. So that's where we are going with this. Right, I've got a couple of things on my desk here. I've just got my one signature here using the Spirit of Christmas journaling collection. I've turned it to, what is this, about the 4th page. We've got a lace page which I'm going to use. So I'm going to just take that out of here, move that up a bit. Here's my marker anyway, put that to the side. So this is the page I'm going to use, this side here, and just to make sure I get it right, because I have actually done this before and put it on the wrong side. I'm just putting my little clip there. So that's the page I'm going to use. I've got some ephemera here, so ephemera from my ephemera kit for this journal. These 2 bits, love that. I've got one of my postcards. So I've just added a tab on there. The tabs are also part of the kit. I've added 2 bits of ribbon. I've got this postcard or journaling card. Again, added a tab and a bit of ribbon. And that's all the ephemera that we're going to need. So I'll put that up there, clearing the decks as we go. Then on the one side, I'm going to use the gold sentiment paper. Gold, is that the word? Yeah, Christmas sentiments really. I have got a bit of ribbon. I've got this background page. I've just folded it in half as to fit a little bit in there, but we'll go through that. And I've taken a sentiment, happy holidays. So I've just clipped that lot together so that I know those bits all go together. I have got a background page here from the journal kit, and that I have cut to size. So that's the other paper that we're going to need. I've got an envelope, and it's a square envelope, but I'm going to fold it. All right, so that's what I'm doing here. It's 6 by 6 inches, and that's 12.5 by 12.5 centimeters. No, 15 by 15 centimeters, sorry. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'll give you the measurements in a little bit. So if you've got a 4 by 6, I suppose that would work as well. But the point of this one is to take an envelope and make it fit the purpose we intended for today. All right, so there we go. So that's what you need paper-wise. Then I've got a couple of scraps here. So I've got these. We're accumulating scraps now, so I want to use them. I've grabbed 2 strips of fabric, so a little bit of the holly and a little bit of the stripe. All right, these come from the fabric bundle. I've fussy cut from a background page these 3 baubles. All right, so we've got the big red one, the one that looks like a Christmas pudding, and then the green with a bit of holly. All right, so I'm going to use those 3. I've got 3 buttons from the button collection, the lovely glitzy stars and a green one. I love those. And then I have just taken my die cuts. Again, I still haven't remembered to order a plain circle. Doesn't matter, as long as it doesn't matter what shape you're using that's not quite round. Mine's not, but it's generally in the round shape with a bit of scallops on the side. And I've got different ones in that sort of selection, but you know I've used the Gemini ones. All right, and unfortunately I don't think they're any longer available, but a plain circle will do the trick. And if you don't have a die cut, just pick up a cup or something that has a circle that is the size you want, draw it and cut it out. Right, I'm using the 3 different colored sentiment papers. This is the darker green, not the sage green. All right, then I have cut these out with my die cut machine. Again, it's a circle within a circle, so that's what I've done. So go through your various glassware and things that you have, glues and whatever, to find circles within circles, and they don't need to be scalloped. I really just can't find my plain ones. I have a bauble die, but I know that most of you wouldn't, so I'm not using it. Right, I've got the glitter paper. I've cut these out, and as I said, I would take a circle within a circle. So make your bigger circle and then your smaller circle and then cut around them. All right, so a green, a red, and a gold. I've got these from last year still. I'm using them up. 3 or 4 snowflakes, again green, red, gold, and white. I'm not quite sure. I've got a little bit of this rickrack here, the embroidered rickrack. I'm going to use a piece of that, and very excited today because I've been dying to use these bells, and these bells come from my adornment bundle. I've got two various options for bundles for this, and these bells actually jingle. I'm going to use one of these today. They come from this pack here. All right, so you'll find that on my website shop. Okay, you might, I like to sew my buttons on, so I have put my needle and thread in here as well. Okay, lots to get us going with. I'm going to put that to the side, just like that, and we're going to get started. So the first thing you want to do is, you want to get your envelope. I hope that looks a bit skew there. Maybe it is. I don't know, maybe just my eyes. And what I've done is I have made a mark here. I think it's 5 inches across. Yeah, 5 inches is 12.5 centimeters. That's the 12.5 that I was thinking of. There or thereabouts. Yeah, 12.5. Okay, I just scored it and I folded it over. Now I didn't close it, it's open, all right, but I am tempted to put some scrappy bit of paper on the back here. I just had that thought, because you don't have to, but I just think what I want to do with it, it's going to go around the page like that, and I don't want things getting caught in that bit. So I tell you what we do, instead of putting a scrap piece, I'm going to stick down this bit, which is the bit that probably would get stuck. So I'm going to go quite close to the top here and just seal that bit down, and then I won't have a problem, will I? Yeah. When you're sliding your ephemera in, you don't want it to be caught on something, so I think that's better. Right, that's not going to do anything, so that's fine. So we've got this flap now, and if your flap's not quite the right size, you know, you can always add a piece of paper on there. This one is 2.5 inches wide, so that's what, 6.2 centimeters. All right, so you've got this now. We're going to put things on it, and you've got this. All right, let's start with the front. I'm going to just get that underneath there, give it a good burnish, and hopefully by the time I'm finished it's going to stick down properly. Right, we're going to start with the front. Okay, so this is this background page with these gold bits on it, and I've just cut them out, and I am going to stick that on there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I did have visions of stitching around it. I thought, no, it's going to be a busy project. We are not going to make time to stitch this round, Angela. You're going to glue it down and be done with it. So I'm fighting my urges today, because you know I love a bit of sewing. And why not? I just like the look of it. It gives it a lovely finish. And if you've never, if you've got a sewing machine in your cupboard, because a lot of ladies tell me, we've got a sewing machine at home that's been in the cupboard for I don't know how long, and I'm too scared to take it out. Well, it's just paper, guys. So go and take some scrap paper and give it a go. You won't look back, I promise you. Right, so I'm just sticking that on the top there, like that. Okay, now what I want to do is we're going to, gosh, my board's got dirty again. I'm going to be taking these 3 little pieces of paper. I've got a bigger gold one. This one measures about 2 3/4 inches in diameter. All right, so that's 7 centimeters. These two are the same, they're 6 centimeters across. or alternatively 2.5 centimeters. All right, so that's what I've got there. There or thereabouts, guys. It's not an exact science. All I want to do is I want to take these. That's going to be at the top. I'm going to do it like this. I want to take these 3 baubles, so this is not too difficult. I'm going to put the little, I call this the pudding one. It looks like the sauce is running down. I don't know why I think it's a pudding. I think I'm going to put that on there and that on there, I think. Let's change it around. There we go. The green on the red and the red on the green, and then this lovely one, we want to put it on the top here. So this one is slightly bigger. These are similar sizes. So all you want to do is make sure that your writing is upright and not skew. We want to just stick those down. Simple as that. So let's do it. While I'm sticking these down, I wanted to ask you if you had gone and had a look at the lovely Christmas collaboration hosted by Rach and Bella, called Christmas Craft Off 23. So hashtag Christmas Craft Off 23. As I said, it's Rach from Rach and Bella hosting it, and you can find the playlist on her channel or any of the contributors' channels in their description box. But on most of our social media, we have put the lineup, and it's a fantastic lineup of crafters creating the most amazing projects for you to follow along with. So I do encourage you to go and have a look. I've watched all of them, and I've really loved seeing everybody's makes, and I encourage you to do the same. You've got 2 people on most days, and I think there's a couple towards the end of 3 people. But go and support these people. It's a lot of effort. I know for myself, it's a lot of effort to put together a project for people. So, you know, help them out by watching their channels and, their video, and growing their channels. So that's really is helpful. And I'd appreciate that. Share the love. That's what we say. We're in Christmas time. It's the time of giving. Right. Now, I want to put these bits on. I'm going to go with the green on the green bauble, the red on the red bauble, because we've got those backgrounds, and I'm going to stick this on there. So, dun dun dun, let's get it on. Right, there's a song like that. Right, so yes, and I will be doing my contribution to the project, to the collaboration, this coming Sunday the 12th. So I hope that you'll be here. It's going to be a good one, so please come and join. Right, I want to get this straightish, she says. It's not easy, is it? Why didn't I just find the round ones? Anyway, you know. Right, I did want to make these into shakers, little shakers, but for the life of me, I couldn't find my little bits to go into it that I had last time. So we are not making little shakers, but I will say that I think what we're doing today on the, this one's got a sticker. I didn't know that, and I'm very happy about it. Right, you've got to get your wits about, you know, Angela, because this is like, I'm not sure it'll come up if I get it wrong. Gosh, that'll just have to do. There we go. Have you got a sticker on? Let's see. Let's see, where's the pokey tool? I think that this one does have a sticker on. So we will just attempt. Oh, and it does. Oh, that's lucky. And I didn't even know that. You know that. Right, I'm going to get this down. What was I saying? Lost the plot already. There we go. Oh. This would make a lovely Christmas card of what we're doing here today. So, yeah, it would be a lovely front for a Christmas card. And you could roll these off in front of the telly, making all these bits and then putting them together. Right, I want to stick them on here now, but I've got some other bits. So we're going to put them on like this, so they're like baubles hanging on a tree or wherever, as you do. Just getting the arrangement right. I don't know if I want it. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, move that over, move that up, move this there, that, whatever. Okay, so we've got that there. And now I'm going to take these and I'm going to tuck them underneath. So I just want these snowflakes to peek out. Got a little gold one. I've got a red one. Let's put the gold one here. I'm going to tuck it underneath and the red one over here. I thought I had a bigger red one, but I'm using what I have. Right, so I'm going to stick those down like that. All right. You can see now why I thought to stitch around it. I think it's going to finish it off. Let me stick these down, and I will come back to you right after that. All right, so there we go. I've stuck all of that down. Now, as I say, that would make a great card topper, and all you would need to do is perhaps not put that snowflake on, and you could put like a Merry Christmas or your sentiment over there. Right, what we need to do now is I just need to make a little pocket here at the top, and the way I'm going to do that is just to very, very thin line that I'm going to trim off the top here, just an absolute sliver. There we go, very thin. Okay, you can use the scissors if you feel more comfortable with that. That's just going to open up that section there. All right, so we've done that bit, quite happy with that. Now what we want to do is we want to do this bit. Right, so I'm going to leave it open. I think it's easier that way, and this is where the paper's coming into play. So I've got these little scraps that I have collected already and like to work those away before it becomes unmanageable. And the challenge is always to try and use up everything as much as possible in some way, and I think that's sometimes where a lot of my creative ideas come from having to look at what's there and what I can do with it. So yeah, I've got a little bit of this red, which is the same from the circle there, and a little bit of the green that we've used before. So I've just randomly torn these with my fingers. Have a look at what you've got in your scrap box, which should be similar. I'm going to stick this one more this way, like that, and I'm going to get that stuck down. Then I'm going to take these two. I think I'm going to stick that up there and that sort of close to it there. Now you're going to have a bit there, but we're going to stick something there, so don't worry about that. I'm just going for a straighter side just to cover up a little bit on there, or when at first you don't succeed, try again. So we'll just make that a little bit straighter, and there we go. Yeah, right, I'm going to just take my dauber thingy and just, luckily mine is an ivory colored envelope, so it's not stark white or anything, but I'm just going to do that on that edge there, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. Now this will extend over the edge here, so I think I'm going to put the glue directly onto the envelope flap itself, just so that I know that I'm not going to make a sticky bit underneath. So we'll just get that all the way on there. That's quite all right. And then we'll go and stick this one down. This one I can put the glue directly on it, so that's all right. I hope you're having fun putting your Christmas journal together. I know lots of people are doing that now. Obviously not everybody celebrates Christmas, but you know, there are lots of other projects, if you're following me, that I've put together this year, if you haven't done one of those. And I will have out a new kit possibly early next month as well. So yeah, I'm getting it all together. I don't know how, but I am. Right, there we go. We want just a little bit of the green sticking out. Don't want to cover up too much of either one of those, but there we go. And I love all those sentiments coming through there. Right, let's put that to the side. Now, what I thought of doing is, first of all, I'm going to stick this down. I think it's that way. So just a little bit of that rickrack. So I'm going for my fabric tack here. So I'm going to just get that. I did eventually put my acetone in my glue, so it's working so much better now. So if your glue has got really thick, your fabric tack or Beacon 3-in-1, it's just these two I'm talking about, not the Barely Arts or any of that. That won't work. But put some acetone in, works a charm. Flows a lot better and far less tacky. Look at that. Right, so we've got that on there. We can close that up for the minute. I'm going to use that again shortly. I want to just trim that off. If any of you like making projects with envelopes, I have a playlist called Exciting Envelopes. I will add this one to it as well. I have now got 82 exciting envelope ideas. So projects for journals using envelopes. 82, I can't believe it, but it is. I'll put that link below in the description box if you're interested. And I do love an envelope. I think I need to revisit some of them. Right. I've got these two strips. This is 1 inch wide, so 2.5 centimeters, and it is 6.5 to 7 inches long. All right. What I want to do is I just tore them, so they've got that nice shabby edge, which is great. And I'm going to put these two together. I'm going to lap them over. All right, so I quite fancy that side. So I'm going to go halfway in between, and I'm going to pleat it like that. Yeah. And I will stitch it. So I'm going to just put my little quilting clips on just to hold it there. And I'm going to do that, not too many pleats, but I'm just folding them together. It reminds me of when you get those ice creams with the chocolate and the vanilla swirled together. That's what we're doing here. Now, you don't have to sew this. You are most welcome to stitch it by hand or glue it. I glued the last one I did on the little envelopes we made. So I just want to get that there. Right, so I am going to go and just run a little running stitch down the side there quickly. Okay, so you can see I've just stitched those over. Even went a bit skew, but I'm not worried. That's going to go over there and it's going to look lovely. But what I thought was I just wanted to put on these 3 buttons. So I'm going to use the center line as a guide, and very quickly, and I'll just show you one. I'm just using some embroidery thread here just to attach these. If I can. I'm just carrying on with the same thread. Don't pull it too hard, otherwise it's not going to. But I'm sure you all know how to sew on a button. It's something I think schools should offer. If I was running the school department, and I don't want to, but I'm just my thoughts, having taught kids, I think they should have a subject called life skills, and one of the things that should be in there is sewing, how to sew on a button and fix your hem, you know, just basic sewing skills. And I'm not talking about just girls, I'm saying to every child, irrespective of how they identify themselves. These should all learn basic sewing skills. This is something that everybody needs, and you're not always living at home or have the benefit of having a mother or someone who can do this for you. So I do think that it should be compulsory. This and the other couple of things I've thought about just really quickly while I'm boring you with my sewing is every child at school should be taught first aid. It's another thing that I think everyone should be taught. And the last thing I've come across that they're ill-equipped for in life, because you know school does not equip you for life, is how to budget and manage household expenses from when you have to. So, you know, those are just 3 of my thoughts. Let me know what you think. As you know, I would redesign the whole education system and get rid of some subjects and add in others. It still horrifies me that a lot of children don't know the capitals of countries or even where countries are as adults, which is quite scary. Yeah, so let's not get onto that. But how lovely does that look? I think my son told me the hardest thing for him, that it wasn't hard, but the biggest struggle for him when he left home and had his own place for the first time was going into a supermarket and thinking he'd never shopped before and never had any groceries or spices or any of those things. He didn't know where to start and what he needed. He found that the most challenging task, and you don't think about it as a parent, do you? So it's just quite amazing to think about what children find challenging. Right, how cute is that? That's so cute. Now we've just got the back to do. I'm talking a load of rubbish today. Bear with me. Right, we're on the home stretch now. I've taken this piece. It's slightly well, we're going to put our backing piece on, but this piece is slightly narrower, and it is, mine is 4.5 inches, so you're looking at about 11 centimeters, I think. Can't find the small, oh, there it is. Yeah, but I've just done that to fold it in half. Yeah, it's 11.5 centimeters, and the pocket's depth is 5.5 centimeters, so that's 2.25. And I'm doing it twice the length, so you want to cut a piece that's about 4.5 inches wide. Okay, so I just will take my glue stick here. Conserve the glue. You know, glue's not cheap anymore. I was horrified when I had to buy my new refills of my beacon. Yeah, and even the Bailey Arts, even glue stick has gone up horrendously. Everything's gone up, hasn't it? Like huge amounts. I was quite shocked. Printers have gone up. Gosh. There we go. Right, we've got that done. I want to take this, I'm just going to use this as a little decorative piece. So we're going to take our little fabric tack again. We are going to run some glue directly on the ribbon this time, because it's nice and thin now, not too gloopy. Just get it up to the corners, especially on the ends. Hopefully that's pretty straight. I'm going to put the sentiment on, so that'll go there. Right, let's get that on. Yeah, so quite a simple inner pocket, inner lining, but I thought that this pocket would be great, nice and big, to store any photographs from Christmas that you might want to put into your journal. There we go. Oops. Right, I'm going to get this bit stuck down onto the inside there. Quickly, make sure you go straight to the edges. Right, that's not a, that's just a bit of the envelope seal there. So I'm just going to stick that down. There we go. And we want to make sure that closes, and it does. So this then, that's the side you're not going to glue. Right, so we've got our pocket there. This is going to wrap around our page. There's our little pocket there. Right, I'm not going to put anything else on here, although you can stamp things on here, but I might at a later point. But what I want to do now is I want to take this and get this around my page. Right, so I'm going to fit it just like this. And I want to just see that that's going to be all right, and it is. So let's open that up. And yeah, it's the other side I need to do this. So turn that around and position it where you want it to be. Right, I think it's there. Right, how lovely does that look? Right, now what I want to do is I'm just going to put some glue on the edge there. So this is like a side pocket, and there, and then I'm going to just run a little bead of glue very close to the fold line up there. All right, hold this in place, further back, go a bit forward and then come back. Right, and that's going to look fabulous. Doesn't I think it looks amazing? I'm loving it. Right, now I haven't put my bell on yet, so that's got to go on. But I wanted to do this first so I could press these bits down. Right, here comes the bell. Now it just peels off. It's ready to go. And we're going to put it... it doesn't matter that you go a little bit over. How cute is that? Christmas is here. And I did think, do I want to put a little bit of a sentiment there? Or is it too much? Let's try it. Let's not think about it too much. This is a nice small one under the mistletoe, but yeah, I think I'm going to put it there. Okay, let's do it. And then that's everything for this little project. Just got to put in my little ephemera bits. Let's do that. Awesome. We'll hold it while we're finding the pin, which is now eluding me. Where's the pin? Somewhere. Right. We've got that there. We're good to go. Right, move that out the way. Get your signature back. Oh, I love that. Got to have a little bit of jingle in your day. Right, take your page. This is where it goes. We're going to put that over there. I like to go like this. Right. Oh, I love that sound. That's just made it Christmassy for me. I love how that looks. It looks amazing. And I'm going to put in this card. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to fit that way. I thought it not, so we'll put it that way. All right, so there's that. Let's pull the ears up. When I sewed on the tab, I didn't put it right at the end. So we've got that there, which is awesome. We're going to turn it over. You've got your flip out there, look. You can now go and put some stencils or stamps here, and I might do that. So you can write underneath here, but you've got place to store photographs if you like. But in the interim, I'm going to put these two pieces in here, but the perfect size for photographs. You can close that up, and then you've got this journal postcard that I'm going to just put in the top here. And I love how these golden deep red, rich red color there. And there we go. That's our project for today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Go and give it a go. Try some of this on some Christmas cards. You've got plenty time now before Christmas time, and I'm sure that they will adore them. All right, everyone, thank you so much for following along with me. I hope that you've had a good time as we've put this together. Anything that you might need that I've used today, the details are in the description box below. I know I always get those questions. And thank you. I will see you on Friday for another little video. Go and watch Rach and Bella's Christmas Craft Off 23, and I'll see you with mine on Sunday. Stay well. Bye bye.